Let's just jump right into it. Today's title is Rampage Jackson's son goes on a rampage. And I want to start off by saying that Rampage Jackson's son, Raja, is 25 years old. And this is why I talk about the culture, Black culture. The second pillar of destruction in the Black community is that Black men suffer from arrested development. He does not want to grow up. So most Black men are going to be immature for their age. It's a byproduct of the culture. Now, do they have say so on whether or not they're going to be immature? Of course they do. But the culture does have a great effect on those that are involved in it, those that grow up in it. I mean, it just does. And so most Black men that are brought up in the culture are told they have to be tough. There's this pressure that's put on Black men to be the toughest men in the room. And usually that toughness, that manhood is either defined by you being a great fighter or you being a great lover. Those are the two lanes for Black men. Either he's going to be good in the streets or good in the bedroom. Those are his two lanes. That's via the culture. I think it's tragic, but I think that this pressure that young Black men are under causes them to go out and try to put themselves in situations to show how tough they are or to show how much of a ladies' man they are. Now, these may sound like excuses, but I'm just telling you that when you grow up in Black culture, it is going to have an effect on you. And nobody wants to study Black culture because they know if they study it, they're going to see how bad it truly is. And then it destroys the whole machine that we have currently in America. But Raja had just had a concussion. He's 25 years old, which means he's about 15. So he just had a concussion, and he's constantly online. He's constantly being talked down to by his subscribers in his little live chats, his fathers. Everybody's always, quote unquote, trying Raja, even though he's an MMA fighter, even though he's not a punk or a pushover. That's just the narrative when you're standing next to your father, who is Rampage Jackson. And so Raja is under tremendous pressure, not just from the culture, but also this world that he's been thrust in. His career, so to speak, is him streaming live all the time. And so when you're streaming live all the time, you don't have any privacy. And so now he's open for more scrutiny. He's open to be called soft or weak or whatever, a punk, just, you know how folks are online. But again, Raja's 25 in age, but mentally, culturally, he's 15. And his father is Rampage Jackson, and Rampage Jackson isn't that mature at all either. But let's just get into this incident and see what actually happened.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh, you don't sell it?
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
Nah.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
So he hits him about maybe 20 times as he's unconscious. He hits him about 20 times, and they got to pull him off. They try to pull him off some more. They try to get him off, and it took a lot of people to get him off of him. He again literally went to a rampage. But let's see what he says after this.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to.
You saw it? Let me see it. You broke his face? Hey, is he gonna get banned for it? It was really bad?
That's what chat was saying. They said it was bad. Don't show it.
So that's his father realizing what has happened. And again, his father isn't very mature. His father is his friend, and he's raising an adult male. And this is what happens when you're trying to live up to your father's legacy, and your father is also immature. So he's constantly poking at you and testing you. It's just an ongoing thing because they make a lot of money from these live streams. That's why they do it. They put on a great show. I don't know about a great show, but they put on a show. But let's go to the after the before the incident, after the smash on the head with the can.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know.
I apologize. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you
I get it.
We're not working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah.
So the guy apologized to him because the guy thought that he was a wrestler, thought he was a worker. And so he apologized. It was a mistake. And Raja even says that the hit with the can didn't even hurt. So he accepts his apology, shakes his hand, but he still wants revenge. And I talk about context being that Raja shows up with a cameraman to a wrestling event. People want to think that you're a wrestler. This is why I say that black folks struggle with context. The second thing is honor. There's no honor in the black community because black culture doesn't require you to have honor. In fact, it requires you to be dishonorable. And so there's two things: a lack of context. Three things: he's immature, a lack of context, and no honor. That's a recipe for disaster. And he just had a concussion a couple of days prior. And so he's not in his right mind. He's immature. People in the chat are saying that he's weak. His dad is saying that he's weak. This is all in his head. And the culture is saying that as a black man, you have to be the toughest man in the room. I want you to listen.
I have to show him like, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn. I'm really going to hit him. I'm gonna really have to show him like, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. I'm dead serious. This shit's not gonna be scripted. I'm telling you. I know all wrestling is script. I'm talking about what I'm gonna do to the guy.
So he admits that he knows that it's scripted. So when he goes in the ring to get that guy, the guy is thinking that he's wrestling. Again, this is cowardly. It is. It's cowardly. It's a lack of honor. It is. Because you know wrestling is scripted. You know the guy thought it was scripted. You accepted his apology. And you know when you go in that ring, he's not thinking that you're going to do something for real to him. Even though when he slammed him, if you go back to this video, if we go back to it, when he slammed him, he was already out. He was already out from his head hitting the mat. He was already out. So all those punches that he put on him, he's already unconscious. And again, the guy might have been drunk too. It's a bad combination being drunk and wrestling. But Raja can't claim ignorance because he knew. And he knew good and well that this guy wasn't going to be thinking that he was going to actually fight him. But let's listen again. Let's listen.
Give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is. Working like that, you don't fucking, you know
That's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying.
But he doesn't know him like that.
He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is. Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Now, when he says give him his receipt, again, context. It is a context struggle. He's saying give him a receipt in the context of wrestling, in the context of scripted wrestling. So maybe you clothesline him extra hard. Maybe you elbow him in the chest extra hard. Maybe you do something extra hard to get your lick back, but not what Raja did. And Raja knew this. I believe that he knew this. I'm saying context, but I believe that he knew this because he said he knew that it was scripted and he did it anyway. So again, I'm not excusing Raja's behavior, but I am saying that black men are under tremendous pressures to be tough, to be the toughest guy in the room, to not be seen as a punk. All of these things are in the culture. And you're taught from an early age that you can't be a punk. I'm just telling you what the culture is. And so imagine that, and your dad is Rampage Jackson. It's like that on 1,000. But let's listen to him after the fight.
Shit, call me bitch and shit. Bitch, bro. At the end of the day, motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck
Roger,
with me, bro.
Roger, let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
So again, this incident that took place, it wasn't really about the wrestler. And it's sad, but this incident wasn't about the wrestler, the guy that he was punching unconscious. It wasn't about him. It was a buildup. It was a buildup of the culture. It was the buildup on the people on the live streams. It was the buildup of his father. It was a lot of things built up to that moment. That moment was a frustration release moment. And the can to the head was the last straw because he took it as this guy is trying me and he doesn't even know me. But the guy is really thinking he's a wrestler, though. He's trying to sell because the guy's like, you don't know who I am? It's like, basically, now you know who I am. So it was all a script. And so I think that Raja took his opportunity to release his frustrations. But me personally, I don't believe he's going to get in trouble. I don't believe that he's going to get in trouble. Now, Rampage Jackson is quoted as saying that he had to make a lot of money because he had to save up college tuition for his two younger children who are half Asian, half black, but he had to save up bail money for his two older sons, and one of them being Raja. So Rampage Jackson said, I had to make the money to be able to save money for my two younger children to be able to go to college and for my two older children to be able to get out of jail. But let's listen to Rampage talk about his son in this interview.
Leave our man alone. You're like, oh.
You know what? I felt bad back.
Yeah, I know.
We already got in the fight once.
Oh, really?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
He sucker punched me.
Well, I saw the slap.
How'd that go for
was
you?
that?
And what'd you do? Did you slam him on his head?
Oh, yeah. That motherfucker went to the hospital that day.
Yeah.
I don't play that shit.
Were you fighting 3-on-1, though? Two big bitches came out the room, too. Like, leave our man alone. You're like, oh, god damn.
No, you know what? I felt bad about kicking his ass that day. And To this day, he's the only person I ever guillotined.
Oh my God.
I never get guillotined on nobody. I didn't want to keep punching him, so I guillotined him and he wouldn't tap out. And
you put him to sleep?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because when he sucker punched me, he almost rocked me, and it was right by I got like this 100-year-old door that turned to like a table.
Yeah, it's
like 200 pounds. If I would have hit my head, I would have died.
Oh, but hold on, what was the fight over?
He's not gonna want me to tell what that fight was over.
It was embarrassing for him.
Yeah. I don't even.
Something stupid.
I ain't want him to talk about it.
Why?
Because
it happened.
And so you can see the kind of relationship they have. Rampage is more of like a bigger brother to him than a father, and he treats him like a younger brother. He's embarrassing him, testing his manhood. So I get it. I get, this being a combination of things, trying to live up to your dad, and your dad's constantly belittling you. It's tough when you idolize somebody and he's not treating you with the respect that you deserve as a son. And I'll say this right now, that a father is everything to a child, a young boy. His father is everything to him. And for your father to not be, proud of you, I guess, so to speak, or just loving you like his son, it does have a very negative effect on the child. And then this child grows up and your father just gets more extreme with the poking and the prodding, the badgering and the belittling. And so I get it. And Raja did snap. It was premeditated snap, but he did snap. He took all his anger out on that wrestler instead of just honestly, he shouldn't even be in this field. He shouldn't be in a live streaming field. He shouldn't be around his father like this because he doesn't have the temperament. I don't think he's mature enough, nor does he have the mental capabilities to deal with all of this stuff. I just don't think he does. He probably should go and live a normal life, honestly, or just do MMA and get out of the limelight. But this is going to be very bad. Now, again, I don't think he's going to get in trouble for this. I don't, because young black man and the white guy, because you know how it is. If a white person does one thing wrong, whatever happens to them is justified. So when the white guy slapped the guy in, I think it was Ohio, and they all jumped him and knocked his wife out too, it was all justified because the guy slapped somebody. So you know how biased it is for white people. If a white person does one thing wrong, they get the full extent of the punishment. So the fact that he hit him with that can is going to let Raja off the hook. It is. It's terrible, but it is. But this is the guy that he beat up. I just want to let you see him real quick.
To focus on. I needed Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
So that's the guy that he beat up. So it's kind of, it looks worse. It looks worse. But I know the low-hanging fruit is to call him a savage and, all that. I get it. But I don't think that this is a savage case more than it is a young man that's really struggling, honestly, struggling for his father's approval. That's what I see when I see him. And me personally, I know how it is when your father isn't who you want your father to be. When you idolize somebody who's not meeting the mark, you're constantly making excuses. You're constantly looking at yourself to see what you did wrong. You're constantly trying to prove yourself. It's just a very, very difficult spot for young men to be in, regardless of race. This guy wanted to go viral so bad right here. This guy wanted to go viral. Hold on, let me show this real quick though. So this event was so bad, they tried to cover it up like it was staged. So watch what they try to do here. Watch this. So they tried to play it off like it was a wrestling match, but this is just a PR. They try to do PR real quick to try to, but it was tragic, This is probably a family-friendly event, Knoxville, Tennessee wrestling. It's just sad, but I'm just not going to say that he's a savage. I don't think that his intentions are always, okay, how can I say this? His intentions were bad on this night, and he is 100% wrong. But the severity of what he did had nothing to do with tonight, though, is my point. It is a buildup of this going on since he was a child. And for his father to say that he's saving up college tuition for the two younger children, but not his two older children, has to have a negative effect on Raja. But let's listen to this guy right here who wanted to go viral.
KPE, because that's what. Real quick, get out the cameras. No, feel free, get out the cameras. Yeah. Because this is real talk stuff right now. I put this on my mama, I promise you. See, they don't want me to be talking all this stuff right now. But guess what? Get out your cameras right now. Hashtag Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson. With all due respect, your son came up and disrespected our show, big dog. So I'm telling you right now, your son came and disrespected our show. If you don't know me, I got barely about like 10 followers online because I'm really not that popping. But today, I'm about to get popping, I'm telling you right now. So, it's freeze _ KPE, because that's what it is, right? Knox Pro Entertainment. All day, every day, I bleed it, bro. I'm telling you right now. As soon as you cut me, it's red and black. Knox Pro. You know who else was built from here? Another person called Jacob Fatu. Yeah, you know that one, right? You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling you right now. So listen up. You about to ask a question, I'm gonna tell you right now. Old boy busted my homie up. His son came here and busted my homie up. Psycho Stu, tap into him too. Guess what? We do what it do over here. And if you got a problem, come check in, because we're here all the time. 24/7, really come check in. Hashtag it. Rampage Jackson, because he needs to hear about this BS. I'm telling you right now, they don't want me to say it. Knox Pro Entertainment, we run it out here in Sun Valley. Yeah. I'm telling you that right now. This show is cracking, ain't it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, hashtag Knox Pro Entertainment. Hashtag Rampage Jackson. And hashtag his ass son. Fuck yeah. Yeah, insert that name wherever you want to insert it. Because he can come get it on the real tip. Because I don't care one-on-one fade. Or you want to get in the ring. It don't matter because you can make some money. I got a bunch of teeth missing I need to replace. So why don't you come get it? Yeah. Fuck you mean, bro? Knox Pro Entertainment. Go get the police. They coming right now. Yeah.
Get out of here. Oh my, I don't know. Dude talking about running fades. He must be from California. He ain't from Knoxville, but it's just funny that dude wanted to go viral. So the rest of it got beat up with Psycho Stu. I hear he's doing better now. He's up. I think he's at home now. I don't think it was bad as they said it was, like it was life-threatening, all this attempted murder. I don't think it was that bad, but again, Raja had bad intentions. But let's hear from his father real quick to see his father's response to all of this. Let's see what his father says. Let's see what he says.
This is what happened, Chad. He went to a pro wrestling event with his coach. Those pro wrestlers, they be just as crazy as MMA guys, right? The pro wrestling guy don't know my son, and he hit him over the head with like a can or a beer can or a bottle or something, and my son didn't know it. They didn't know it was coming. Didn't know. They didn't tell my son, and he hit my son over the head. I guess he thought my son was a pro wrestler or something, and Roger didn't react. But Roger didn't fight though. He didn't do anything. Cause I told Roger not to get punched, but still, nigga hit my son over the head, and then he asked my son, "You ain't gonna sell it when you in pro wrestling?" So this motherfucker that hit my son is stupid. So in order for me not to go to fucking jail, I got to talk to his coach. This is what happened, Chad.
So you see, Rampage immediately starts blaming everybody else, and at the end of the day, who we should be blaming is the person in the mirror. This is a product of Rampage Jackson. Instead of building his son up, he has been tearing his son down. You can say it's entertainment, you can say it's all fun and games, but when I see his son, I see a young man that's hurting, and I see a young man that wants his father's approval. His father is an icon, and he's an MMA legend. Like, his father is one of the greatest fighters ever. So those are big shoes to fill. So his father's approval is amplified because his dad is Rampage Jackson. So Rampage Jackson wants to blame everybody else, but he should be blaming himself. His son should have never been in this situation. His son did not have the temperament to be in his lifestyle. He's not built to be a streamer. He's not built to be in front of the camera 24/7. He's not built to be an entertainer. He's just not. And it's okay. He doesn't have to be. Like I said before, his son is really about 15 in real life, even though he's 25. And Rampage Jackson is probably in his 30s in real life, even though he's closer to 50. But again, I want to close by saying that there's a lot of pressure on Black men to be tough, to be strong, to not seem weak, to be alphas, and it's all BS. What makes a man strong, in my opinion, is how he can face adversity, how much he can face adversity and overcome it. Can he get hit with insurmountable odds and overcome them? Can he be who God created him to be? Can he be the husband that his wife needs him to be? Can he be the father that his children need him to be? Can he be a blessing to those around him? That's what makes a man tough. That's what makes a man tough. Can he stand on his character no matter what happens? Can he always rely on his principles, on his morals, on his standards? Can he always walk in honor? That's what makes a man strong. But Black culture says otherwise. Black culture says that either you're going to be a fighter or you're going to be a lover. That's it. Black culture does not promote fatherhood. It does not promote being a man from a biblical standpoint, putting away childish things when you become a man, walking in love when you become a man. So again, I'm going to pray for Psycho Stu and his family. Pray for Raja, and pray for Rampage. Now, I don't think that Raja is going to get in trouble because, again, the wrestler that hit him over the head with the can was white. So if a white person, if he'd have sneezed on him, it absolves Raja. So I don't think Raja's going to get in trouble. But hopefully this is an eye-opener for Rampage Jackson, and hopefully it's an eye-opener for Raja. And to any men out there listening and young men out there listening, what's going to really show the world who you are is your walk with Christ. How well you walk with Christ is what's going to show the world everything. Why? Because that walk is going to be a light to the world and hopefully bring others to the kingdom. Thank y'all.